for you to stumble by Avatar Kaiju. Smash Kaiju 98 here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you guys a new segment on this channel I like to call Crappy Birthday Flicks.
Crappy birthday to you. Crappy birthday to you. Crappy birthday, crappy birthday. Crappy birthday to you. Oh, you stink!
This is where we take a crappy movie and we basically review it on its birthday. Whether it's 1 year or whatever year, we review crappy movies on their birthdays. And with that said, let's take a look at... No, this is crappy, no, why, no, just stupid, no. As you can tell, we're going to be taking a look at Fant4stic. And I'm calling it Fant4stic because that's what the title is. You can look right there. There's the title right there. That's Fant4stic. It says Fant and then 4-stick. Kind of like Scriforum, like for Scream 4. It's really just Scriforum. This is a bad film. And believe it or not, it's been a year since this film's been out. So why is this film so bad? Well, I can tell you for one thing, it's not fantastic. That's all it, there's nothing interesting going on in this film. And I'm gonna be uploading the live reactions to the film to see, how it holds up. Trust me, it does not hold up freaking well at all. I can't believe I had to watch it one more time. I'm never watching it again. And you know what's the worst part about having this film around? I'm ashamed to admit this, but I have a few friends that like this movie. I only have a few friends that like this movie.
It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
I am honest. There are a few people out there, there's a minority in which people like this movie. Why? But with that said, let's jump to the gun right here and just review the film right here. So the film is directed by Josh Trank, who also directed a film I saw recently called Chronicle. Chronicle happens to be one of my other favorite films that I've seen in recent years. It's a well-done found footage film, and it's also about superheroes, but the dilemma that they addressed in that film, it was much more well-handled there than it is here for the film we're reviewing today, folks. And watching it then, I never understood what went wrong when Josh Trank went to direct this film. Maybe because Fant4stic, or Fantastic Four, was not a very interesting thing to adapt. Fantastic Four is not really a well-known thing. I mean, they are well-known. People know them, but they just don't have much interest in the superhero team. This is their fourth attempt of making a Fantastic Four film. And yes, I'm counting that 90s television movie. That was bad. That was silly and cheesy and all that. And of course, we're talking about the other two movies that came around 2004 to 2007, and they are bad too. But this is one of the worst superhero movies I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot. There's bad that they're good and funny, like Batman and Robin. Even though I didn't like it, it's still enjoyable in a way that I like to make fun of it. But this is taking itself so seriously, and I can't understand why a lot of movies nowadays have to be the new Dark Knight, or anything that's dark nowadays. I don't know why they went this direction, and oh gosh. Okay, let's get on with the review before I ramble on too much. So the film stars Miles Teller, who I actually really like from Whiplash. And he stars as Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic. And the funny thing to know, none of their names were ever mentioned. None of their superhero names are ever mentioned in this movie. The film also stars Kate Mara, who played as Susan Storm. Michael B. Jordan, who plays as the Human Torch, also known as Johnny Storm, Sue's sister. And Jamie Bell played as The Thing, or Ben Grimm. So we have a really great cast going on here. And to be honest, people, the lines they're given, the script they're giving, and like all that, it sucks. The film tries so hard to be funny by throwing us jokes at many places where it shouldn't be, and it fails in all attempts. Not one laughter out of my mouth has ever come out when I first saw this film, or even when I saw it. I never even laughed at the sheer stupidity that this film had to offer. So the film centers around a time when Reed Richards and Ben Grimm were in the same school together, and he was presenting a project in which he wants to make a teleporter that transports to a different planet or wherever else it is. And I'll admit, this is a very, very unique concept. This is something that a Fantastic Four movie has never done. And so I wanted to see where this was going. Initially, the beginning was okay. But like, there's a lot of stupid things that come with this. And you'll see it in my reaction right here. Let's start this piece of crud. Oh, okay. 20th Century Fox. Okay, there's only a good sign for when a Marvel movie is from 20th Century Fox, and that's Deadpool. And I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt, too. Very majestic. That's the only time, and some of the X-Men movies. So, 1, 2, and Days of Future Past. 7 years.
Shall I alert the fire department?
Miles Teller.
What is this?
Come on, you're a great talent.
I need my associate
Why
Ben.
are you in this?
Hey, kid, I'm really sorry about your plane.
You're a
Ha ha ha, kiss it.
Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, I was just asking, what are you listening to?
What is that?
We'll have to check them out.
Riveting chemistry.
I love this book. So you like music? Is that kind of like your thing?
Pattern recognition. There's patterns in everything and everyone. So you
I just want my work to make a difference.
well, here you are, Captain Nemo. Go for it.
Yeah, that was like 1 or like 2 minutes of screen time together, and that was nothing.
I put all my faith in them.
Dude, I'm sure this guy's a very good actor, but like, and you're really gonna send a guy named Doom to help you out on this experiment. This guy does not look the part for Doom at all.
Amazing you didn't black out the entire Western Hemisphere.
Yay, more on screen.
You basically ripped a hole in the fabric of space-time with unspec'd components and no supervision.
Hey,
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Victor.
this joke stops. No, Michael B. Jordan, why? Why are you in this movie? You're such a good talent. You're in Creed and freaking Fruitsvale Station.
You've been talking about. Yes, it is.
No.
Now you promise me we'll still be cool after I dust your ass.
You're much better than this. May I also point out how pointless this whole driving race scene is pointless? Yeah, just address how pointless this scene is. What's this supposed to establish? Is that his character's pimp or something like that? I also failed to notice that Fire Flower from the Mario Brothers game. Pop cultural references, am I right? I could tell these two are trying to do their best. That lab coat joke. Man, the father-son would have worked. Actually, no, it wouldn't with this direction. Nope, nothing works in this movie. Oh yeah, take that. Yeah, selfie. Yeah. Couldn't have done it with you, buddy. Send a text message with a photo. I kind of don't buy the whole thing with Sue and Johnny being stepbrothers and sisters. I felt it would have been stronger if they were actual like siblings. Crush! Crush Orange product placement! This movie needs product placement! This film is so slow, nothing happens for like 1 or so hours, so there's nothing happening. It takes a lot of build up, and then, yeah, nothing happens. It's just, the trailers tell you exactly what's gonna happen. I forgot to mention the crappy CGI ape. Like, it's so bad. For what, like, production value this film's going for, or what it had. they really couldn't provide like a real ape or something like that. It's so unconvincing. They honestly can't. I can't get over how fake looking it is. The moment of truth, the attempt at comedy, the failed fist pump. Is that funny to you people? Is that funny to you people?
Ethanol kills brain cells.
And transition to, yep, bad joke, bad transition. No, you killed the movie. No, this movie's dead on arrival. That's the only excuse to have Ben over.
I need you to come, because we're going tonight. I told the guys that I'm not going without you.
Yeah, you only bringing Ben over just because, like, only started it the first time when they were kids. Very forced and very rushed. Let's not forget Dr. Pepper product placement. It's right in front of you. They really didn't think it through when they can just figure out that when the thing's used. This dimension looks fake looking as frick. It's obviously green screen.
Oh yeah, this one is definitely going on Instagram.
You get it? You get it? World cultural references! Oh my gosh. We're only less than an hour away. Please, just end.
I think we should go back.
Yeah, listen to your friend. You know how these things do not work out at all. They do not work. It doesn't go well. Yeah, see? Oh, Victor's not gonna come back from that at all. He's not. It's not like he's coming back. This is a cruddy way to showcase their powers. And the fact that it also affects Sue just from the other side is my sister. Oh my gosh. CG when his legs stretching is so unamusing. Please on. We're only 48 minutes in. No. Dell product placement. That's what I like. I have a Dell laptop, so yay.
Think for a minute that I'm going to allow you to turn these kids into some kind of have a choice.
This is a terrible idea. You're gonna keep them secret and like and not have them actually. God, this movie is infuriating.
We can help you back.
I'll say that the thing's design is not that bad. It looks a bit better than the 2004 Fantastic Four movie. Let's see what I did. The 2004. But like, anyways, it's better than the makeup they have for it in that film. It's CGI is okay. Doesn't help much though. It's not saying much. Oh look, time skip a year later. That's another thing. Freaking time skips. That's a point. Oh my gosh, I swear this movie's from the 90s because this transformation scene with the CGI for Richard's face transformation, it's so unconvincing. Dr. Doom, what did they do to you? Most boring battle scene ever. This doesn't feel like a fight scene. It's just things happening, just only a punch, no life into this battle scene. This is the only action scene you ever get in this movie. Rest of it back then is just setup. Very terrible setup.
Look, this place gave him his powers, but it gave us all of ours too.
So cliche, get on with it. I'm sorry, Miles Heller, I had to yell at you, but I'm sorry, but you're a great guy, but no. Just skip on and do this stupid fight scene. CGI is terrible. This Age of Ultron ripoff ending. No Stanley cameo, too. I guess he knows that he doesn't want to be part of this film.
Guys, I got it.
Fit in the title? Nope. I'm done with this movie. F this movie. Nope. 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 You really want to know what this whole movie is really about? Like, I can sum up in like a few seconds. Here, I'll tell you. This movie is just exposition for a movie that never happens. It's trying to set up a new expanded universe with all the gritty stuff that the team has to deal with. And all it is just a setup for, it's nothing like, okay, normally for a movie or a story of any kind, you would have a graph in which there's like a exposition, a conflict, and then a rise in action. Well, here there's not really much of a build-up. It's not a climax and to the rise and a falling action and the conclusion. There's nothing that's concluding except for the very ending. But like, there's nothing to build up that stuff. Like, it's just the conflict is right there and the rise in action. But then there's nothing else. It's like the remaining portion of the story is being set for another film, and that really ticks me off. Why can't we just focus on making an entertaining, fun movie? This movie forgets that it needs to be fun and entertaining for people, not try to set up things that oh my gosh. Reason why the Marvel Cinematic Universe did it well is because they took the time with each individual superhero, and that's the vital thing about it. You have to give them time, and Marvel did a really good job. The Cinematic Universe did a real good job. But 20th Century Fox, they don't get their shiz together. Oh my gosh. Thank gosh for Deadpool for actually making a fun, entertaining movie and not being concerned. They only concerned it in the very ending of that movie, and yet it really focused on being fun. That's what I really like about it. It's one of my other favorite superhero films that I really enjoy. But this one, it just comes out as so forced and out of nowhere. It just really ticks me off. It has to be that way. I can't believe this movie. This movie is breaking me. And don't get me started on Doctor Doom. Let's talk about Doctor Doom, okay? His plan makes no sense. And let's just talk about himself right there. His design is the worst thing I ever seen. You make the 2005 design a lot more dignifying. And even with him being silly, he's a bit more dignifying than this one is. He is a comic character. He's not even a comic book. He's not even close to being what the original Doctor Doom is. He's like the most powerful character in the whole Marvel universe, and they botched him up. They really did. And like, he's the worst, and his motivation makes no sense. And if you watch the trailer, you already know what's gonna happen. They make an experiment, their experiment fails on them, they get their superpowers, and then they fight Doom. There's nothing else to spoil. Nothing happens! I really love this cast. Michael B. Jordan is great. Miles Teller is fantastic. Kate Mara and Jamie Bell, they're great. What the hell happened? This movie is a disaster. It's a big bomb of 2015, and that's why this film is a fantastic fail. They should really rename it Fantastic Fail. They should never have the rights to Fantastic Four ever again. There's no way they're gonna make another film. No sequel, no anything. Nothing to do with Fantastic Four. Please, lay off. It needs to be left alone. So, in conclusion, it's a fantastic fail. One of the worst films. Is it the very worst, like around my top 10? Not really. Not really, but it's not the worst one. There are a few worse superheroes movies out there. I mean, like, just worse action films that, focus on a bunch of stuff other than what it's really trying to get. So, that's it from my review. Thank you for joining me for this review. And thank you for joining me for this first installment of the new series, Crappy Birthday Movies or Flicks. I hope to make more of these and review more crappy movies. I'm gonna make sure to do some research to find crappy movies that I can do that's late, that's near, and then I can post another one. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. Like this video if you do, and don't forget to leave a comment down below of what your thoughts of this are. And be sure to follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter down in the description below, right down there. I'll be checking you guys out right there. Check me out and follow me right there if you want to see more of me when I'm not YouTubing. So there you go. Okay, so thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Later. This is where we take a look at a crappy movie that came out, and we review it. This is where we take a movie and we review it on its birthday, and a crappy This is their fourth attempt to capture their likeness. This is their fourth attempt to actually. This is their fourth attempt to This is their fourth attempt on making the Fant4stic. I also want to point out how pointless this driving scene is. This whole race. Is that supposed to represent how these characters? I really do feel sorry about the friends that I have that like this movie. They really don't know what they're in for, and to be honest, I don't think they're much as film lovers as I am. What's bad and what's good. I'm not gonna say names on who they are, but you know who you are. If you're viewing this video, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think you have bad taste in movies. There are people out there who be like, just a okay movie. You're being too hard on it. It's alright. If you like crap movies,